This month, we get to know an extraordinary Qatari citizen. We witness the launch of the FIFA World Cup trophy experience. And we preview the last of 866 qualifiers on the road to Qatar. FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 ambassador Ghanim al Muftah has already lived a full life despite enormous challenges. Having just celebrated his 20th birthday, the philanthropist, entrepreneur and UN Goodwill Ambassador shared his remarkable story with us.
My story began when my parents denied an abortion, when the doctor told them I'm an abnormal fetus. I'm a twin brother born with cattle regression syndrome, something that makes me feel unique, not different. My parents, especially my mother, accepted the challenge and decided to sacrifice their lives to raise me to become the person I am today. My father told my mother that he would be my right leg and she would be my left leg, and thank God they took the right decision. They named me Ghanim, which basically means the winner of a battle, as they dedicated their lives to raise me to be very confident, brave, and a positive soul. I will dedicate my life to prove to them that they took the right decision. In fact, my mother battled the stigma that was attached to be having a disabled child. She wrote and published illustrated books about my case, my daily routine, toured the city, gave lectures. My parents pushed me to express myself and unlock my potential. Then the society accepted me as Ghanim, the wise and active person.
Despite his medical conditions, Ghanim loves participating in sports.
I do different sports. I started first practicing skateboarding. I am enjoying it a lot because it allows me to move around without using my wheelchair nor walking on my hands. Then I challenged myself and learned how to dive, not only how to swim. I got the tiniest custom-made scuba diving jacket in the world. When the universe is my limit, why not climb a mountain? I did Jabal Shams on Oman, and I raised the Qatari flag on the summit 3,000 meters above sea level. I'm looking for more adventures and activities, and such activities helped me to be very confident, brave and patient, and taught me that nothing is impossible.
Ghanim fronts many charities, including one of his own. He's also a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador. The ever-so-driven 20-year-old is currently pursuing his higher education in the United Kingdom, while running a successful business at home, employing 60 people.
I am an ambitious person who cannot give up on my dreams. I am now to finish my studies and hopefully I will be able to complete my master's and PhDs. I dream big. You've noticed that. I want to fulfill my dreams and serve my country, Qatar.
Ghanim was only 8 years old in December 2010 when Qatar was awarded the hosting rights of the 22nd FIFA World Cup. Over the last 12 years, he's watched and been involved in his country's incredible journey.
I participate in the inauguration of Al Stadium in 2019. Al Stadium is in Al Wakra, where I was born and raised. It was such a great feeling to see the innovation and tradition coming together. I was thrilled when I heard the crowd applause after I said, "Congratulations, Qatar. Congratulations, Al Wakra," front of His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani and 36,000 spectators. It was remarkable, a day to remember.
Ghanim is a dynamic ambassador for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, and he has an incredibly positive message for fans with disabilities who will be coming to enjoy the tournament in November and December.
My message to fans with disabilities considering coming to Qatar is that they can rest assured of a pleasant experience. To complement the accessible infrastructure, I have been informed that there will be adequate services on match day for disabled people, such as dedicated volunteers, shuttles, wheelchair escort services, live audio descriptive commentary for blind people and partially sighted fans, assistive hearing device for deaf and hard of hearing people, amongst other efforts to strengthen accessibility. The FIFA World Cup is one of the few events that manages really to bring the entire world together. Athletes and spectators come to the FIFA World Cup, respect the same rules as equal, without any discrimination. I hope this tournament and my ambassadorship will remind people that the only thing that separates people with disability from anyone is opportunity.
As a passionate football fan, Ghanim is absolutely delighted that his country will be hosting the FIFA World Cup, which gets underway in late 2022.
Europe has hosted the FIFA World Cup 11 times. The Americas have hosted the World Cup 8 times. The Far East and Africa once each. It is the right time to bring the FIFA World Cup to the Middle East here in Qatar. My country plays a huge role in the region and remains strong amid all the circumstances. Why not represent the region and be a host nation of the FIFA World Cup? The world will witness the most amazing World Cup. Just wait and see.
The countdown to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 intensifies with every passing day. The broadcasters who will be responsible for sharing this magnificent sporting occasion with billions of football fans around the world have already made important site visits to Qatar to understand how well prepared the country is to host this prestigious event.
For broadcasters, it's going to be great because it's going to allow them to display a full set of facilities and a full set of technologies in a single place. Number two, it's going to allow broadcasters for once to be present at all games. Not having to travel is going to be great. Number three, I think fans are going to be moving from game to game because of the distance between the stadiums, which is going to provide a great ambience for the people. So I think all in all, this is going to be a very, very good way of showcasing Qatar and the World Cup in 2022.
The media rights licensees visited Qatar during the FIFA Arab Cup in December 2021 to see the test event and broadcast setup at Al Stadium, where 5 matches were played. Memories are not only created on the field of play. The host country itself has stories to tell.
At Fox Sports, we really look at the host country as the 33rd character, or the 33rd team. There will be 32 countries playing here, but that host country really deserves its own, special look. So we have a features team that is just shooting all different stories about Qatar so that we can share those stories with the folks back at home in America and make them want to come here.
In April, the second World Broadcaster meeting was held in Doha just before the official draw took place. Hassan Al-Thawadi, the Secretary General of the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy, kicked off the event.
Now, as broadcasters of the world's greatest sporting event, each of your networks and channels plays a critical role in bringing the tournament to the supporters and the fan fests, to families huddled around their televisions at home, groups of people gathered watching in cafes, in every country, every continent around the world. Now, billions of people rely on your technical expertise and ability to transmit and convey the special moments that make history every 4 years and live with people for a lifetime.
With the preparations nearly complete, confidence in delivering the best World Cup ever is very high.
From a broadcasting standpoint, the venues are phenomenal and spectacular. The facilities that you have, the size, the access, and everything we have seen has just been really, really good. So I feel really confident that this is going to be a very good World Cup.
For many football aficionados, the first FIFA World Cup tournament they experience acts as a catalyst for their future passion for the global game. Felipe Alonso is currently the head coach of the Solomon Islands, and his interest in football started as a young boy growing up in Spain.
My first FIFA World Cup memory, I have a few, and I will tell one by one. My father was the president of a professional club, an ex-professional player, and worked for the Spanish Federation many years, so I didn't used to watch Sesame Street. I used to go to his office and watch Brazil 1970, Pelé. That's the first thing, Pelé and all those amazing players. Then, the first one that gave me a lot of energy and edge was the final between 1978 between the Netherlands and Argentina, that Argentina won in the overtime 3-1 with 2 goals of Mario Kempes that was playing in Valencia. And then the next one, the real one, was in Molinón Stadium, watching my idol, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, playing against Chile. But of course, Iniesta goal against the Netherlands and Spain winning the World Cup. I went to the ground and I started looking in the skies and finally, I believe that's going to be with everyone from Spain forever. So the World Cup has been in my life since little. It's a football family, so it's a tournament that I love.
Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium in Qatar is built on the site of a previous venue with the same name, the former home of popular local team Al Rayyan Sports Club. The stadium opens its doors to the world on Qatar National Day, the 18th of December 2020, with a memorable Amir Cup final. It's named after Ahmed Bin Ali Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar from 1960 to 1972. The former stadium, built in 2003, had a seating capacity of just over 21,000 and was demolished in 2015. Younes Ahmed joined Al Rayyan back in 1978 and fondly remembers the old stadium packed with fans. His son, Fahad Younes, is Al Rayyan's current goalkeeper, and he's thrilled to wear the team's colours at this state-of-the-art stadium.
I played for Al Rayyan for 26 years, and I played as a goalkeeper. I joined the club in 1978 and I won trophies, 5 Qatar Stars League titles and 1 Amir Cup. I had hoped in the past that I would have played in a stadium like this, but I didn't get the chance. What makes me happy is that my son will be one of the players who will play here.
I saw my father playing well. He was the best in Qatar and one of the best in the Gulf. He pushed me to have ambition to reach this level. To see this World Cup stadium makes me proud. I'm very happy to have the chance to play in the stadium in 2022. When the first whistle blows, my ambition is to be one of the 11 players on the pitch.
The design of Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan is the story of Qatar. Its most striking feature is a glowing facade, comprised of patterns that characterize different aspects of the country. The importance of family, the beauty of the desert, the native flora and fauna, as well as local and international trade.
When we started the project, the whole area was made up of desert dunes. There was nothing, only the facilities of the Al Rayyan club. The region was not yet settled. The area has changed a lot. This venue is characterized by a very architectural, elegant and modern design. In fact, its design represents the culture and heritage of Qatar, as well as our history. For this area is the gateway to the desert. We may well say that this area is a bridge between Doha and the Dukhan area. In addition, there are now very important main streets with commercial premises. In fact, there is a metro station right there, which is a very important service for tourists and locals, since they can reach different areas of the city. We feel extremely proud to be part of such a project. Naturally, we're equally happy that this stadium was inaugurated on the same day as the Qatar National Day. This is tremendously meaningful for the people of Qatar.
هذا التدشين يكون في يوم الوطني وهذا اليوم غالي للشعب القطري.
Once the World Cup is over, Al Rayyan Sports Club, Qatar's most supported football club, is ready and eager to take up residence in its new home. With the post-tournament seating capacity reduced to 20,000, the other 20,000 will be donated to football development projects abroad. Al Rayyan fans will create a real buzz in this spectacular arena. For the players, it will be a dream home.
When we started demolishing the former Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium, we tried to keep the seats, other furniture and devices such as the screens for the scorelines. The advantage of this is that we're currently using this stadium for other sporting activities taking place in Qatar. We then focused on the development and design of the stadium together with the architect. We studied all the sustainability requirements we had to meet, such as the power consumption among others. In this sense, and after all the work we've put in, this stadium has been awarded 4 stars by the Gulf Organization for Research and Development, an institution which aims at evaluating the World Cup stadiums in Qatar. Thus, this stadium has met the pertinent requirements in terms of sustainability and construction.
The new stadium has a seating capacity of 40,000 for the 7 FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 matches it will host later this year. The Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium has already played its part on the global football stage. Shortly after its inauguration, it was one of the 2 venues for the FIFA Club World Cup Qatar 2020. And the last 2 qualified nations for the World Cup will emerge from the 2 intercontinental playoffs that Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium will host in mid-June. We've passed the 200 days to go point ahead of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, and the anticipation is reaching fever pitch levels in Qatar and throughout the region. To celebrate that milestone, the FIFA World Cup trophy came to Qatar, where it was displayed at important locations around the country. Qatar University was one of the places chosen to host the trophy. And it's here that 2-time winners Argentina will have their headquarters during the tournament.
It's a great feeling. I was surprised when I heard that the World Cup trophy was coming to our university. Not just anywhere, but in our beloved university. It's a great opportunity for all the people of Qatar to witness this.
We are all aware that the trophy has been in other countries for many years, but now it is here in an Arab country and in our university. It's difficult to describe how special the feeling is, and I will certainly be taking my picture next to the trophy.
The six-day trophy tour included visits to Doha's famous marketplace, Souk Waqif, and the spectacular skyline of Lusail Marina.
It's a very good experience here that we got a chance to take a selfie with World Cup trophy, and we really enjoy lots of family entertainments here and lots of games for kids.
Thousands of football fans then gathered on the shoreline of Qatar Cultural Village to send off the FIFA World Cup trophy as it left on a worldwide tour around 50 countries before returning to Qatar for the tournament kickoff on November the 21st. The 19th of June 1958 in Gothenburg, Sweden was the last time Wales played in the FIFA World Cup finals. It was a quarter-final matchup with the eventual winners, Brazil. Wales were without their talisman, centre-forward John Charles, who was playing his club football for Juventus at the time and had to watch from the bench due to injury. The difference on the day was a 66th-minute goal from a 17-year-old Pelé. Fast forward 64 years and Wales are on the brink of only their second appearance at the finals. In their way is the winner of Scotland versus Ukraine. And hoping to lead them to Qatar is Real Madrid winger Gareth Bale, who already has experience of shining on the global club stage. If Wales make it to Qatar, they will go into Group B at the World Cup in November with England, the United States and Iran. New Zealand will face Costa Rica in an Intercontinental World Cup qualifier in Doha on June the 14th. The All-Whites took a big step towards qualifying for the World Cup finals for the first time since 2010 after progressing through Oceania's qualification with a 100% record back in March. Despite their success rate in Qatar, they won't be treating the match as a home advantage.
I think it'll be a level playing field for everybody. I think giving up home advantage for the home and away for intercontinental playoffs like we have before is a big thing, and doing a one-off game is something completely different, but a challenge that I'm sure any team would be up for.
Costa Rica, who finished fourth in the CONCACAF qualifying standings, are looking to make the finals for the sixth time. Their head coach back in Italian 90 was Serbian Bora Milutinovic, who took them to the last 16. Nicknamed the Miracle Worker, Bora jumped at the chance to manage in his second FIFA World Cup.
But the curious thing is that they called me 70 days before the Italy World Cup, and I quickly accepted it. Because it was an adventure, a World Cup. Going to a World Cup is magical. So I went to Costa Rica. We trained and prepared ourselves, and it was the first time that a team at its first World Cup not only picked up points, but also won 2 matches and got through. I mean, it was also the first CONCACAF side that qualified and won games. We qualified for the next round. So as the kids say, Costa Rica is pura vida. I really like Costa Rica.
Costa Rica también es, como dicen los ticos, pura vida. Yo quiero mucho Costa Rica.
The winner of the playoff will enter Group E, which features 4-time champions Germany, 2010 winners Spain and Japan. Australia are vying for a spot in the FIFA World Cup Intercontinental Playoff against Peru. They must navigate their way past the United Arab Emirates in the AFC third place playoff. The winner of the AFC playoff will be back 1 week later to face the Peruvians, who finished 5th in CONMEBOL qualifying. Both matches will be played at the Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium in Qatar. Peru met Australia at the 2018 World Cup in Russia, where they claimed a 2-0 win. Whoever qualifies for Qatar will enter Group D, with FIFA World Cup holders France, Denmark and Tunisia. Next month, we'll visit another one of Qatar's sustainable venues. We'll experience Qatar from above in a hot air balloon. And we'll look back at a France '98 match with a sense of déjà vu.